Hold up. Let's just get this on here. Alright. NFL mock draft. Alright, NFL mock draft. Here is my first official mock draft. Just official mock draft. Just 1 week before the NFL draft. Alright, there we go. And put this in here. Save that. Set these settings really quickly. I haven't streamed on my phone in a few weeks at this point. It's been a minute. But, yeah, I think if I start streaming, like, just like these types of streams where I'm not actually streaming a full game, where it could be, like, 2 hours, pretty much more than 2 hours. I don't know if there's any game at this point I'm ever going to stream that's under 2 hours. I mean, college basketball games now are, like, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and I started the stream earlier. So it's, like, there's no point in streaming on my phone anymore because the streams are too long. And, yeah, kind of sucks. Kind of sucks if I stream on my phone. So yeah, we're doing an NFL mock draft. My first official mock draft. I'm ready. I'm actually so excited. I was watching a video, and I didn't even know you could do NFL draft simulators on ESPN. So I decided to go into ESPN, and, yeah, I'm doing a mock draft on ESPN. I haven't done it yet. I literally saw it today, and I clicked on it on my computer. And I'm just going to grab my other computer really quickly. Alright, I've got my other computer. Here we go. So yeah, mock draft today. I don't know if you can do the mock draft for every team. I wonder, I'm going to do all 7 rounds. That's what I want to do. Speed, normal. I might go slow. I might go slow speed. I don't know. No, I can't do all 7 rounds for every team, actually. That'd be impossible. And let's just go in here really quickly. Make sure the stream is good. I'm connected to the internet. There should be no laggy problems, so that is definitely good. Definitely a good sign there. So let's get this thing started in a second. What is this? I got some like weird tabs that I've bookmarked. I don't know how, but like these are tabs like I never use. Or like things that sometimes I feel like my computer auto bookmarks stuff. Like, why is this bookmarked? Delete that bookmark. Alright. Delete that bookmark. Let's get in to this NFL mock draft. I'll obviously do my 49ers. That's my favorite team in the NFL. So, yeah, we'll do the 49ers. What's good, man? What is up? What's up? Where do the 49ers... Hold up. Should I make a poll? Should I make a poll? Where do the 49ers go with pick 1? And... where do the 49ers go with pick 1? That should be the poll. I don't even know if I can make polls on my computer. I used to be able to, but yeah, I honestly do not know at this point. Subscribe. Thanks for subbing, man. Thanks for subbing. Means a lot. Anyways, though, let's get into it. Let's do this. NFL mock draft. First edition. Probably my only edition. I don't think I'm going to do anything. Another one. 49ers fan. What a sad existence. Dude, kind of, yeah. I mean, I heard it last year, but we'll be good this year. All right, anyways. Let's start us off right here with, all right, we got to select these. I'll move my phone in a second, too. All right, so we're speed. We'll go normal speed. We'll go 7 rounds. Obviously, select the 49ers. And low draft, if you guys want to do this, just go into ESPN. Literally go into ESPN mock draft, and it shows it all. So I'm going to start draft. Obviously, it's going to auto-pick for these teams. Then we get to the Niners. I'll make all the Niners selections based on what I think is best for the Niners. So we're going to go ahead right here. Start the draft, and let's see what happens right here. So, with the first pick, hold up. First pick was Cam Ward. Second pick was Travis Hunter. Third was Abdul Carter. Fourth was Mason Graham. Fifth was Ashton Jeanty. Sixth was Jalen Walker. Seventh was Will Campbell. Eighth was Armand Membu. Ninth was Tyler Warren. 10th was Ted McMillan. Oh my God, Shedeur left off the board there in the first 10. I feel like Shedeur's got to be a top 10 pick. Anyways, though, make a trade. I can make a trade I could... Wait. I'm going to exit out of this draft right now. We're going to cancel draft. I want to see if I can make a trade to start the draft. I want to see if I can make a trade to start it. No way. Wait. What? What do you mean by that? Alright, let's see. Can I make a trade? I can make a trade. Okay. Obviously, it's not... I can't just trade whatever I want. So, this is going to be interesting. Do I believe the 49ers should make a trade in the draft? Yes and no, because like the Niners, they can trade up to get a good, like a great top tier offensive line. Which this year, I'm gonna be honest, there's not too many great offensive linemen in this draft. But if the 49ers can trade up and get a guy like Mason Graham, oh my god, that would be amazing. If we can trade up and get like, I don't know, like Abdul Carter, that's not gonna happen. But if we could, that'd be crazy. So for now, I'm not gonna trade up. Here's the big board right here. Why is Cam Ward all the way down ranked 7th? I don't know, but he's going to get drafted. Yeah, again by the Titans. All right, here we go. Is it just going to be the same picks? It might be. All right, yeah. Shedeur Sanders is ranked 14th. Oh, Omarion Hampton's ranked above Shedeur Sanders, guys. I'm a UNC fan. I love Omarion Hampton so much. I would draft Omarion Hampton here. Niners, like, 5th position need is maybe a running back. Graham is going to Carolina. See what they projected right here. They projected Tyler Warren to go to Carolina. They have Mason Graham going 6th to the Raiders. Raiders could draft GT, but they have the Jaguars drafting GT here. All right. Enough yapping. Let's draft a guy right here. Make a pick. So we want to aim for defensive line, maybe edge, or offensive line. I don't like how Michael Williams just got drafted a second ago. But I see Colston Loveland. I don't know much about him, not going to lie. Jahan Barron, don't know much about him. Will Johnson's a guy that I've been very high on over the last 2 years, quarterback out of Michigan. I just love his game. He makes big-time plays. Remember, he had that pick 6 in the national championship that helped Michigan win that game against Washington a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. So I'm a big fan of Will Johnson. What's the Niners cornerback depth chart looking like? What's the quarterback depth chart looking like as of right now? So, obviously, Charvarius Ward no longer on the team, which does suck. I love Charvarius Ward, but obviously we knew he was going to go. He had PTSD playing for the Niners. Actually, so sad. But right now, as this waits to load, Renardo Green is the quarterback 1. Let's see. Let's go down to this depth chart. All right, so it does list Renardo Green as the quarterback 1. And then it does, I like this. It does list Malik Mustafa as the number 1 free safety over Jason Pinnock, and then Jair Brown. All right, yeah, I mean, obviously Jair Brown. So the Niners could definitely look for a quarterback. Could definitely look. And then Trey Brown as well. Yeah, Trey Brown there as well. So we can look for a quarterback. We're low on quarterback. I'll take Will Johnson with the first pick in the draft. Yeah, I'll take Will Johnson with the first pick in the draft. I think Will Johnson could be great in the NFL. The only problem is maybe the injury scares, but I take Will Johnson right there. Will Johnson's a good pick. Yeah, I definitely think he would be. Omarion Hampton goes 26 to the Rams. Dude, first off, if Omarion Hampton falls to 26, I'm going to be so mad. Second off, if he ends up with the Rams, I'm going to be really mad. So, after addressing that room right there, is there a good defensive tackle, edge, or right tackle that we could look at? I see Trayvon Henderson right here, Jaden Higgins, Tyler Show, quarterback. I don't even know who that is. He played for Louisville? I don't even know. TJ Sanders, Jordan Birch. I like Jordan Birch. If you're going to take a gamble at an Oregon guy, it's usually a good move, because Oregon has produced a lot of good talent. So Jordan Birch would be a solid move. Benjamin Morrison, we don't need another quarterback. Great quarterback, though, from Notre Dame, by the way. But I like Jordan Birch right here, ranked 43rd of the draft. I like that second pick. We get the edge and the quarterback right there. I'm definitely going to aim for like a 3rd, 4th round wide receiver. If not, maybe the Niners could try and get like maybe even a 1st, 2nd round wide receiver. Depends, because, I mean, right now you obviously... Why is my finger green? Oh, there's a marker on my finger. Okay, but anyways, right now, obviously, Brandon Ayuk's the number 1 wide receiver on this team. Juwan Jennings is the second, which obviously by itself, that's not even that bad if Ayuk has a good season. But, like, I mean, Ricky is a third. Is that really that good? I don't know. I do not know. All right, third pick right here. Off the board, I see Jaden Higgins goes 69 to the Patriots. All right, 75th pick right here for the Niners. Where can I make this? I can make a trade. The Cowboys have the next pick. It's a little late in the draft to make it a trade, though. I don't know. I think we'll keep the 75th pick. Yeah, because it's not like we're trading down, really. Unless we make a move, which you can't trade players in this, which is why it's not fully a draft. Anyways, though, we want to go back on a big pick. Tyler Show, quarterback. I don't think we would draft him. Benjamin Morrison is still available. He is still available. I see Joshua Farmer available as well. Cam Scatterbo, 62. See, the thing is, Cam Scatterbo, he is a native from the Bay Area. He's a Bay Area native, grew up as a Niners fan. The Niners' current running back room, obviously with Elijah Mitchell signing with the Chiefs, and yeah, Elijah Mitchell signing with the Chiefs, Jordan Mason signing with, I believe, the Vikings, or the Steelers. No, Vikings. Got McCaffrey. You don't have much else. So Scatterbo could be a good backup running back. I'll take Scatterbo with the third pick in the draft. I like that. I think that'd be a good third pick. Address the running back room. You don't have to worry about that. I think Cam Scatterbo's going to be a beast. Not like top tier running back. Like Hampton's going to be better. Obviously, GT's going to be better as well. But with the third pick, you address the running back room. I like that. I definitely like that. All right, we come to the 100th pick in the draft. It's the fourth 49er pick here. See if there's any players that stand out to me. I see guys like Dylan Sampson, good running back from Tennessee. Princely Umana Melin, edge from Ole Miss. Don't really know much about him. I see Jordan James, running back from Oregon. Demetrius Knight, linebacker from South Carolina. See, this draft's not too strong on offensive linemen. Not too strong at all. I see Jack Sawyer. I like Jack Sawyer. Wait, what? Jack Sawyer was the one that had the big fumble return for Ohio State. Tyron Ingram-Dawkins. There's just not many great offensive tackles. I see Logan Brown out of Kansas. I don't know too much about him. That's the thing. I just don't know. I just don't know too much about him. You look and you see Carson Vincent out of Alabama A&M. Johnny Cornelius out of Oregon. Chase Lunt out of UConn. But I'm going to go with Logan Brown right here. 117th ranked player in the draft. I like that. Do I think Shedeur Sanders was worthy of having his jersey retired? No, I don't. I think that's crazy, right? Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Because, like, sure, they had good careers at Colorado. Both of them played 2 years at Colorado, but or 3 years maybe. But it was like they played 14. Wait, was it 14 games? Between the two of them, they each played 14 games. No. They played like a combined 30-something games or something like that. They played a combined like 30-something games. And they got their jerseys retired. Like, what do? They as I said, they barely played any games. They didn't win the Big 12 championship. Yeah, 13 and 12 together. They went 13. That was what I was thinking of. They went 13 and 12 together. Didn't win the Big 12 championship. Didn't win the college football playoff game. Didn't even make the college football playoff. They didn't really do anything. One of their years was like a really bad losing year. They're only ranked for a few weeks in 2 seasons. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because Colorado doesn't have many people's jerseys retired. They're not going to get many better chances. I don't know. I mean, eventually, Deion Sanders is going to get something retired. They'll name a field after Deion Sanders. I'm sure of it. I'm sure they will. Anyways, on to the 4th round right here. We still see Dylan Sampson available. Quincy Riley. See, the thing is, I didn't have this full thing, like, set out, you know? Whoever's the best player available, I think the Niners could use, I'm drafting. So, currently, we've got a, let's see, what do we have so far? Team picks. Currently, we have Will Johnson, Jordan Burch, Cam Scatterbo, and Logan Brown. We got a quarterback, an edge, a running back, and an offensive tackle. So I like where we're going in this draft right now. We could use a linebacker here, maybe. Dre Greenlaw's gone. What happened to Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles? He's still on the team. I think he signed somewhere else, right? Demetrius Flanagan fouls. Let's see. Fred Warner. We want inside linebackers. Middle linebackers. D Winners is there. Yeah, Demetrius Flanagan fouls signed. Where did he sign? Demetrius Flanagan fouls. Demetrius Flanagan fouls signed with the New York Giants. Okay, so he's no longer on the Niners. Dre Greenlaw is obviously not with the Niners anymore. So I think we address the linebacker room with, I see Demetrius Knight right here. How is he still available? Wait, he's available. I would take him in the 4th round if I got the chance. I would think he's like a late 2nd round, maybe early 3rd round. I'll take Demetrius Knight, linebacker out of South Carolina. I don't know. I thought he was gone by then. I didn't even see his name, and I had to scroll down a little. He was ranked the number like 120th player or something like that. Ranked something like that. We'll see if I get a chance to draft a UNC player. Well, if I get the chance to draft another UNC player, because I mean, I definitely want to draft one. But we'll see if it fits well. Then we'll do it. So I think wide receiver at this point of the draft, you just want to draft guys that are just willing to put in work, players that are some of the top picks. But I definitely want to look at a wide receiver. I said I want to look at a wide receiver somewhere in the 4th round. This is, I think, the last pick of the 4th round that we're on right now. Yeah, Niners have the last pick of the 4th round. So we can look at wide receivers. Definitely look at wide receivers and see what's available. I see Tez Johnson available. See, the thing, isn't Tez Johnson the guy that's super small? Tez Johnson is Tez Johnson football. We don't want Tez Johnson, the American test pilot. We want Tez Johnson football. See, the thing is, I believe Tez Johnson's the wide receiver for Oregon. That's like 5'10" or something. People are downgrading him. I don't think. Yeah, he's 5'10", 165. Great wide receiver over at Oregon, but like 5'10", 160. How great is that going to be? That's the thing. Scrolling down, I see Nick Nash down here at 242. Nick Nash played at San Jose State. He's from the Bay. He was arguably the best wide receiver in all of college football last year. Could we wait for wait for him in the 5th round? I could see that. I could see us waiting for him for the 5th round. Isaiah Restrepo as well. He's out of Miami, but I believe. Oh! Restrepo was the guy I was just watching. He was just on SportsCenter the other day. Yeah, Xavier Restrepo was just on SportsCenter the other day, right? I actually like this guy. He was just on SportsCenter. Yeah, he was just talking about Cam Ward on like SportsCenter or something else. I was watching him in the hotel I was in like a week ago. I liked what I heard about him. I think that's a draft pick right there. That's a draft right there. I liked what I heard about that guy. So I would like that pick. All right, we're back here. Pick number 147 in the draft. Oh, we could see. All right, Devin Neal's available at running back. Billy Bauman at. I like Billy Bauman. Will Howard still available at quarterback. Tyron Ingram Dawkins is available. Georgia had one of the best defenses in all of college football last year. They are having a lot of guys that are going to be drafted in the draft this year. And Ingram Dawkins, he was like the 3rd best player on that Georgia defense. Obviously, and there's greats like, I mean, you obviously had so many great players on the Georgia defense, like Malachi Starks and stuff. So, at edge, too, that would be something the Niners look for. I'm going to draft Tyron Ingram Dawkins. That's a good pick. And I'll be live for the full round 1 of the NFL draft as well, guys. So, we'll be here next. What is it? Next, is it the 24th? I don't know. Yeah, 24th is when it starts. 24th. All right, we come to pick 160 right here. What do we have right now? We drafted 2 edges, a quarterback, running back, offensive tackle, linebacker, wide receiver. So I like where this draft is going. I want to keep an eye on a kicker. At this point, where even are kickers? Is there even an option to draft a kicker? Are there, all right, kickers that could, I'm not going to draft a kicker in the 5th round, but I want to take a look at some kickers that I could draft. Kickers that could be drafted in 2025. PK, or no, wait. Place kicker, obviously. Andres Borregales. Ryan Fitzgerald. No, wait, what? Ryan Fitzgerald was drafted last year, right? Wasn't he? I swear this dude was drafted last year. Alright, I don't know. Let's go back in here. They don't even project any kickers. Let's see. Center slash guards. Niners could use a backup center right now. The Niners could use a backup center. See if there's any. Xavier Truss. Okay, Xavier Truss. Good guard out of Georgia. NBA ripped off the Grizzlies last night. I wouldn't say that. I mean, to be fair, like, the Grizzlies were getting all the calls over us. I've heard good things about Xavier Truss. I like that pick. We'll draft Xavier Truss. He can play guard and center. Could be a backup. Could start. We could see. Because, I mean, would he start? He could start, like, right guard's obviously going to be Dominic Pooney. Colt McCandless is going to be right tackle. And then Jake Brendel, like, am I even that big of a fan of Jake Brendel? I don't know. I don't know, dude. Ben Barch is the left guard right now. I forgot Ben Barch was the left guard. Would I take Austin Pleasance over Ben Barch? Or even Spencer? I don't like Spencer Burford. I can't. I've never been a Spencer Burford guy. Is he even on the Niners anymore? I think I think he is. I think he is. All right, we come right here to pick one. Actually, no, this pick hasn't loaded through yet. All right, here we go. Trevor Etienne goes 162. Ty Hamilton goes 168. And we got to wait a minute for the Niners' next draft pick. I think the Niners have the exact 200th pick in the draft, I want to say. Exactly 200th? No, Browns do. All right, this is taking forever. Niners haven't had a pick in like 50 picks yet. Niners haven't had a pick in a minute. Oh my God, we're at 216, round 7? The Niners don't have a single pick in round 6. All right, 227. Niners don't have a single pick in round 6. That's crazy. Kickers aren't even available. I don't even know if I would draft a kicker. Looking at this, so what we've taken so far is we've got a couple. Taking one line. Oh yeah, Demetrius Knight. Are there any quarterbacks that we could draft back up to Purdy? Because the Niners, I mean, we did just sign Mac Jones. But, like, Dylan Gabriel's available at 205. Curtis Rourke. I can't. I'm not the biggest Rourke fan. I mean, Indiana had a great season last year. Nobody expected that, but they got just demolished by Notre Dame. Oh, my God. You know what? I can't be mean. Riley Leonard's also available to be drafted, but we're not drafting Riley Leonard. Let's go back to all positions. How do I go back to all positions? Position, make a pick. It's not. Wait, where do you go back? Position. How do I click off of this? ESPN, you're killing me. All right, we gotta go. Click on 227. Continue draft. Position. It's not letting me click off this. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back to position right here. Linebacker Cody Simon at Ohio State. Shamari Caldwell, Jackson Hawes. See what Tar Heels have been drafted. Nick Nash went 225. Thinking about drafting him with the final pick. Dang. Okay, Willie Lampkin went 213. Yes, sir. Kamen Rucker went 206 as well. Kamen Rucker should be a top 200 pick. He is UNC's greatest, one of the best offensive or defensive linemen in all of UNC history. He is one of the best. He went to the Bills. He is one of the best UNC edges in history. He's up there with Lawrence Taylor. It's crazy to say, but he is. And yeah, I don't see many other Tar Heels. 227, let's make a pick. We want a linebacker, maybe a safety. I see Malik Verdon, but we're going to Cody Simon. Another linebacker, though, actually could be Jackson Hawes out of Georgia Tech. I heard good things. Some guys he had gone to the top, like, 20 or something. And the Niners have, obviously, Kittle, but, like, as the second tight end, let's see, George Kittle, Luke Farrell, he's a former Jaguar, right? Yeah, he's a former Jaguar. I don't know about the tight end room, man. I don't know, but I'm going to take Jackson Hawes out of Georgia Tech. Caught a touchdown against my Tar Heels last year, so we'll take him there. With the first pick of the 7th round, I believe we got 2 more picks in this draft. I believe there's a lot more picks than there was a couple years ago. I think like 290 guys are getting drafted this year or something like that. It's crazy. All right, 249th pick. Should we go back to wide receiver? I think we should. See what's available at wide receiver. It's Quan Felton. Disappointing season, but still a great player. Let's see. Keandre Lambert-Smith. Dominic Lovett. Jimmy Horn's available at 280. Second best wide receiver on that Colorado team. Just don't know how he'd fit in with the UNC roster, though. At offensive tackle, Branson Taylor's available at a Pitt. Don't know much about him. Oh, Garrett Dellinger's available at guard. 224 coming out of LSU. There's just not much. I just don't know that much about these guys going this late in the draft. We'll take Dellinger. He's a guard, or can play center too. Guard/center. So we like that. Back at 252, Woody Marks. Should we go back in on edge? We got quarterback, edge, running back. We got 2, yeah. If we go back in a wide receiver, maybe edge. Restrepo still available? No, I drafted Restrepo. What am I saying? I'm tripping. We could go back in on edge. We could go in on safety. Jordan Clark. Jordan Clark's available. I don't know too much about Jordan Clark. I just know that he's a good player. That's what I've heard about him. 247, Jordan Clark. He was a senior, 3-star prospect. 5'10", 181. Clark's father is Ryan Clark, played for LSU, 3 teams in the NFL, predominantly the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know. There's just not much on him. Let's see who else they said. Marquez Sigel. 247. There we go. He played football at Kansas State. He was not recruited. He's 5'11.5, weighs 199. That is actually so crazy. He is a half inch away from weighing 6 feet tall and 1 pound away from weighing 200. He was an 88. He was ranked as an 88, number 51 on corners, 333 overall. I like that over Clark. Give me Marquez Sigel as safety. And I think we have one more pick in the draft, right? No, final pick right there by Kansas City. There you go. That is it right there. And Tennessee Titans. I don't want the Titans. Why are the Titans there? All right, anyways, that is my full mock draft right there for the Niners. Right here. And it actually does it give you a grade? Please say it gives me a grade. All right, chance available at pick for Will Johnson. He was my first round pick at quarterback. Chance available next pick, over 5% chance being available for the next pick. 73 at my pick, though. Round 2, we got Jordan Burch, edge out of Oregon. Round 3, we got Cam Scadabo, running back out of Arizona State. He is also from the Bay, as I said. Round 3, pick 100, we drafted Logan Brown, offensive tackle out of Kansas. 63% availability after that pick. 50% after pick 100. Round 4, and I actually really do want to draft this guy. This is a guy, as a Niners fan, I would completely want to draft. Demetrius Knight Jr. out of South Carolina. I drafted him with the 113th pick. He was ranked 94th. Kind of fell to me. 85% still available at the pick where I drafted him. I drafted Xavier Restrepo out of Miami. I was watching that show where he was on it just a couple weeks ago. He kind of stood out to me. I liked him, so we had to draft him. I was talking about Cam Ward, talking about those guys, and he is jacked. Oh my god! Talking about when I was on it, he was talking about his combine. He was talking about tattoo that he got. You know, he's a vibe. He's from Miami, pretty much. Talking about the Gators. Kidding, obviously. Round 5, pick 147, we drafted Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, edge out of Georgia, one of the best players from that Georgia team. He's an edge, something as a Niners fan that we probably should focus on. I drafted Xavier Tuss, round 5, pick 160. There we go. 95% available at our pick where we drafted him. So I think Jackson Hawes, 42% available at that pick. Yeah, 42 sounds right. I thought he was going higher. We drafted and he is a tight end, center / guard Garrett Dellinger. I think he plays guard, though, out of LSU. 82% of times available at my pick. Drafted with the 249th pick in the 7th round. And the final pick, few picks later, round 7, pick 252, drafted a safety out of Kansas State, Marquez Sigel. 93% of times available at that pick. I like that. A lot of the guys we picked were available at that time, but I feel like we have a few guys, as I said, I'm very high on. So I like the way that went. I'll probably drop like 5 guys I want the Niners to pick, not in the first round, or in the first round, or just some other steals I want the Niners to pick leading